Google recently released their latest core update to their search algorithm. The update officially began on Thursday, August 15th, 2024, and as with most of these updates, it should take about a month to fully roll out. In this quick video, I'll share what's included in this update, some early changes that people are seeing in their search results and organic traffic, and what you should do if you see a rankings drop, whether from this update or from any previous algorithm updates. So first off, what happened? If you're new to SEO, it's important to remember that Google releases these core updates a few times a year. They are perfectly normal. Google is always trying to improve their search results. And as is typical with these core updates, search engine optimization professionals have seen a lot of volatility in the search results over the weeks leading up to this particular core update. Again, completely normal, happens every time. One thing to note about this August 2024 core update is that it's taking into account some feedback that Google has heard, especially from small and independent publishers who have been negatively impacted by some of the previous core updates. We saw some of this reflected in the Google search documentation that was leaked in late May 2024. Basically, there's been a lot of outcry and evidence that it's harder for smaller independent publishers on the web to compete with some of the bigger sites. Google's official stance from when they announced this update a few days ago is that this update is designed to continue our work to improve the quality of our search results by showing more content that people find genuinely useful and less content that feels like it was made just to perform well on search. With that said, there is evidence over the last few days that some of these smaller independent publishers have been able to start to bounce back, including some of the sites like HouseFresh that got a lot of the media attention over the last few months. At the time of this recording, it's only 5 days after this core update was announced, and since it takes about a month to fully roll out, it's still too early to tell how this may affect the majority of Carrot member sites and other websites. But in our official Facebook community, we've had some reports of positive impacts to member sites that may or may not be directly related to this core update. There's a couple of other search result related things that have been happening coincidentally around the same time of this core update rolling out. One is a ranking bug that has affected a large number of sites across the web. However, Google is aware of this issue. They have said it has nothing to do with the core update and they are working on a fix. Also, on August 15th, the same day that they announced the core update, they also announced an expansion to AI overviews. These AI overviews have expanded to more places around the world, and users are also starting to see them appear in more places in search results, including while using incognito Chrome browsers. So what does that mean for you? Well, some people fear that an expansion of AI overviews could mean less traffic to websites, with people getting their answers quicker right there in the search results. Some website owners fear that they will lose traffic because of this. However, we haven't seen a huge impact on traffic yet due to AI overviews. So what should you do if you see a rankings drop, whether from this core update or any previous algorithm updates? Well, I've been working in the SEO field long enough to have seen a lot of these core updates come and go, and they can be nerve-wracking for sure. Whenever these updates happen, some website owners see traffic changes either up or down, but many website owners never see any significant impacts whatsoever. However, if you do see a significant drop in either organic search traffic or keyword rankings, I suggest to start by digging into the data about your website and making sure to align that with your overall business goals. You can use tools like Carrot's built-in analytics dashboard or our domain overview tool to get insights about things like which posts and pages are getting the most traffic, where your visitors are coming from, what pages are converting your visitors into leads, and how many other websites are linking back to yours. You'll want to analyze your website data to try to determine if the drop in traffic or rankings actually has anything to do with the recent Google update, or it could be due to other factors entirely. For example, many businesses experience seasonal dips or spikes in traffic during certain times of the year, whether that's the summer or the December holidays. SEO and evergreen marketing is an ongoing long-term process. We recommend looking at trends over a long period of time, like month over month or quarter over quarter changes, rather than focusing on changes in your traffic or keyword rankings on a daily or weekly basis. You'll also want to consider if a change in your website traffic or lead flow has something to do with new competitors entering the market or other industry-wide changes. If you think that a decrease in traffic does have something to do with a Google algorithm update, I recommend first looking at your content on your website. If you've published a ton of low-quality content like blog posts that haven't been personalized, where you haven't shared your particular business expertise, it's possible that you could have been hit by a Google algorithm update. In this case, I recommend evaluating all of your website's content. Look for posts and pages that do get some traffic and have valuable information, and focus on improving those pages and making them better. If you've published a lot of content where you haven't really personalized it and it may be very similar to content on other websites, and if those pages are getting very little or zero traffic, you could simply remove those pages. With more and more content being published every single day, Google simply does not have the resources to index every piece of content shared on the internet. So it's important to focus on quality and relevance to your ideal customer or client rather than just pumping out a ton of content for content's sake. Finally, if you've taken the time to improve your on-page SEO and you've added high-quality, valuable, helpful content to your website, make sure to also put some effort into your off-site SEO. That is, building citations and backlinks to give your website authority. Carrot's domain overview tool will give you a high-level glimpse into how you're doing here, but if you want to go even further, you can explore our backlink analysis tool to get even greater insights about your off-site SEO efforts. Do you have questions about this Google algorithm update or about SEO and evergreen marketing in general? Be sure to check out our Help Center for more information about how to use Carrot's built-in tool, and hit us up in Carrot's official evergreen marketing community on Facebook. Just head to community.carrot.com to join the conversation and stay informed.